The world of special forces is full of extreme danger and unparalleled courage. These elite warriors are trained to take on the toughest missions and emerge victorious, no matter what. They are the embodiment of courage, skill, and determination, pushing the boundaries of human capability in the most extreme situations. But what does it really take to be part of the world's most elite special forces unit? That's the question we're about to answer as we dive into the top 8 deadliest special force units in the world. Now let's get it started. Number 8. JW Grom, Poland. JW Grom stands as one of the world's premier special forces units, renowned for their unwavering dedication and exceptional skill. JW Grom operatives are trained to handle a wide range of challenging missions. You might not have heard about them much because they like to stay hidden. They train really hard, learning how to escape, survive, stop terrorism, and save hostages. And guess what? They can't drink alcohol or get into fights when they're not working. Their training is so special that they're really dangerous even without weapons, so the Polish government keeps a close watch on them, and there's just only 1,500 of them in the group. Number 7. Alpha Group, Russia. Russia's military abilities might make us wonder, but we shouldn't overlook the top-notch Russian soldiers, especially because their slogan is, "Whenever Alpha Group shows up, issues end." Yes, this super skilled team's main aim is to take out threats. Of course, their usual strategy includes using firearms, firing more shots, throwing grenades, and then seeking information. And certainly, becoming part of the military unit is far from easy. Candidates must meet specific physical, mental, and intellectual criteria. They should also show exceptional skills in areas like accurate shooting, close combat, and making quick decisions under pressure. Number 6. Sayeret, Matkal, Israel. Imagine if the world were a game, then being in Israel would feel like taking on the most difficult level. Of course, being a soldier there isn't an easy feat either. So, to face these challenges, Israel came up with Sayeret Matkal. They're known for their incredible training and have been part of many important missions for Israel's defensive forces. Some examples include rescuing hostages from the Entebbe airport in 1976, carrying out an assassination in Tunisia in 1988, and destroying a nuclear reactor in Syria in 2006. These talented soldiers also learn foreign languages since they often need to work in countries they don't know. Number 5. Navy SEAL Team 6, USA. Navy SEAL Team 6, officially known as the U.S. Naval Special Warfare Development Group, is an elite military unit largely focused on counterterrorism and unconventional warfare operations. Joining this esteemed group requires more than just being a regular U.S. soldier. It demands exceptional skills, dedication, and a level of resilience that surpasses ordinary standards. As part of the training, candidates are often even thrown into a pool of water with their hands tied behind their back, while they must complete tasks using only their teeth. They're also taught how to tie and untie knots underwater without the opportunity to breathe. But the intensity doesn't stop there. Week 4 of the training program is known as Hell Week, and it lives up to its name. This grueling period spans 5 days and nights during which candidates undergo constant training, with only 4 hours of sleep. Candidates must battle sleep deprivation and endure physically demanding exercises, including running with a boat on their heads, crawling through thick mud, and lifting heavy 300-pound logs. These challenging and demanding aspects of training reflect the dedication and commitment required to become a member of Navy SEAL Team 6. This training program is designed to test candidates' physical and mental fortitude, ensuring that only the most resilient and capable individuals are selected for this highly specialized unit. Number 4. Frogman Corps, Denmark. The Frogman Corps is a special military force in Denmark. It's made up of 150 highly trained individuals, and these folks are like the top-tier VIPs of Valhalla, if there's a special lounge up there. What do? They specialize in carrying out operations related to the sea, gathering information, carrying out sabotage, and counterterrorism. Starting from the moment they decide to join, they're in for a tough ride. For 6 months, they undergo some really challenging training. That's enough to even give a judge from the European Court for Human Rights a major shock. The training involves long and intense running, marching, and swimming. They also have to learn how to put on their gear while underwater, which means that they have to hold their breath for almost 2 minutes. This proves to be so challenging that some recruits even lose consciousness during this session. And that's just the first week of training, which is intended to select only 10% of the candidates. Number 3. GIGN, France. The Groupe d'Intervention de la Gendarmerie Nationale, which I'm sure I said wrong, is better known as the GIGN. It's a special operations unit within the French Gendarmerie that specializes in counterterrorism and hostage rescue. There are about 400 highly trained personnel employed in this unit. But to become a member of this elite unit, one must undergo an extremely grueling recruiting and training. During the recruitment process, candidates must first swim 50 meters while their hands and feet are tied up. This exercise aims to identify those that may not meet the physical requirements for the job. However, there's another test that's even more intense. It's called the trust shot. The idea is to build trust between them. About 90% of the candidates who are left in the training process decide not to do this challenge. Number 2. Delta Force, USA. Delta Force, a specialized military unit from the United States, might ring a bell if you've played the video game with the same name. However, in real life, their prowess goes way beyond any gaming experience, and their achievements might seem almost unreal. But let's clear something up. They're not using cheat codes. The Delta Force is the utmost top-tier special military team in the US, often assigned missions that seem downright impossible. Wrapped in secrecy, not much is revealed about their routines and daily drills, yet this elite unit is made up of around 1,000 members and endures one of the toughest selection processes imaginable. The first hurdle is no small feat. To even qualify as a potential candidate, you must have first-hand experience in active warfare and have taken part in battle. Luckily for most US soldiers, America hasn't seen complete peace in the last 20 years. This means that meeting the requirements isn't that big of an issue. Even though the exact details of the training activities are secret, they're meant to test how strong you are mentally and physically. Some reports say that candidates might only get 3 to 4 hours sleep a night for weeks, all while being pushed to their limits with really tough exercises. It's hard to believe, but only about 5% of everyone who tries this training actually finishes it. Number 1. SAS, UK. SAS, which stands for Special Air Service, is the United Kingdom's true powerhouse when it comes to extraordinary operatives. This elite group handles a wide array of missions. Their tasks include counterterrorism, taking direct action, gathering vital information through reconnaissance, and rescuing hostages. The SAS consists of 4 groups, each made up of various teams that go on missions. The exact number of people in the SAS is a secret, but it's thought to be around 400 to 500 members. To be a member of this incredibly skilled military group, you need to be more than just an average person. In fact, even if you were almost like a mythical half-god, you might not make the cut. Their main job on the battlefield is to cause as much harm to the enemy in the shortest time possible, all while staying hidden. Achieving this tough goal means trainees have to endure really tough physical and mental training that goes on for 5 months. The first stage involves 6 long-distance runs in just 5 days, and if that wasn't challenging enough, candidates have to carry heavy 55-pound backpacks full of bricks during each marathon. If they initially manage to overcome this initial step, the next phase unfolds in the dense jungles of India. Here, candidates are left to survive on their own for several days. It's no surprise that approximately 95% of the candidates drop out before the actual training even begins. The training itself, however, follows more standard practices. It covers activities like staying awake for long periods and learning to handle extreme cold situations. This is combined with strategies, learning how to use weapons, and of course, mastering close combat strategies and techniques. Considering the selection process, it's understandable that many SAS missions involve their units facing armies that are 20 to 30 times bigger, and remarkably, they come out victoriously without losing any of their own members. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload. See you in our next video.